What are some things you'd only know by growing up poor? Food stamp paper change. When I was a kid, if you used food stamps they would give back the change in food stamp form. My mom was too proud to publicly use them, so she would make up a reason to leave and I would have to pay using them. I was 11 or so. She did it every time. I had to learn to keep my head up. I decay about in other states, but in MN they can't shut your power off during the winter because of the danger of someone freezing to death in their house. So that was a good time to try to catch up on some other bills you are way behind on too. Pizza nights are the best birthday present you could ever fucking get. A whole pizza, ordered exactly how you like it, and you get to have more than one slice. Not being able to do extracurriculars. I wanted to be in orchestra, I wanted to play soccer, but we couldn't afford it, so I was told no. Couldn't afford the uniforms or the gas to get me to practice. And definitely couldn't afford a violin. I ended up moving to a largely upper middle class area for college. First boyfriend was rich. He played 9 instruments and played soccer and went skiing since age 6. He voiced that he thought I was lazy and untalented for not having done at least a sport or learned something like guitar. I explained that we couldn't afford it, but that didn't seem to register. He tried to give me his old violin at one point so I could learn, and his mother pretty much ripped it out of my hands. How to cook with the government surplus cheese. You go to bed early to skip a meal. Outdated technology. When I started college, one of my professors asked if anyone in our class remembered how you changed a channel on the TV before remote controls. I was the only person in the room who remembered turning dials and adjusting rabbit ears despite being one of the youngest students in the class, because my family had a TV from the 70s until 1995. Same sort of thing with computers, phones, etc. If we had it at all, we got something much later than anyone else. After it got cheaper and bought used. I got my first computer in 1999. It had Windows 3.1, and that was what I used until I was able to use my financial aid to get a new PC tower for college. When someone breaks into your house but doesn't take anything. Happened once. Still think it's funny not to ask their parents for stuff. How important ingenuity becomes to eat. You develop an appreciation for hand-me-down clothes when they come your way. How good a buttered tortilla is. Knowing the cheapest thing on the menu at every restaurant. For when your friend's family invites you out to dinner, even though you're not paying, you're programmed to only select the cheapest thing. My friend's mom said, "You sure like hot dogs. That's all you order no matter where we go to eat." What hunger really is. I remember waiting for my dad's payday for the grocery shopping trip and being absolutely ravenous when the food got there. Your dad asking you for $20 so he can go to work for the week, but he'll pay you back when he gets paid. Cockroaches are killed by baking soda. I'm hungry. Drink some water. We were probably the best hydrated children at school, LMAO. But I think the thing I appreciate most is the independence I've gained through fixing things to keep them going, or from just not wanting to ask my parents for help when I know they're struggling too. The feeling of not eating for a day or sometimes days. Camping is only fun when you've never had to do it out of necessity. Anything shiny on the ground might be a coin.